Hi guys, welcome back to my side of YouTube. So today I have my gorgeous, lovely sister. Why are you smiling so awkwardly? I got my gorgeous sister here. Okay, she's very famous here. I mention my sister frequently. So yeah, if you watch my videos, you see I mention you frequently. So we're just gonna get started and talk about like natural hair and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to ask you, Miss Ma'am. What has your natural hair journey been like?
Okay, so I'll say for me, well, I did the pick chop in 2019. I cut a lot more than I was supposed to, but it is what it is.
In 2019?
Yeah, it was 2019.
Hi, but when have you been? How long have you been natural again? Because you've been natural longer than I have, ne?
Kind of, not really.
Yes.
No, it's because I started being natural in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
But then for December holidays, I was like, you know what, I don't really want to do my hair, and I didn't know what to do with my hair. So I decided to blow out my hair. Like, I think I did like a little relaxer type of blowout.
Yeah, because it's like pictures of when are you with your little puff, remember? You know, that kind of...
So that damaged my hair, that little
Oh.
relaxer
Yeah.
blowout thing, whatever it was. It damaged my hair. So then I cut it. I'm still thinking, I really cut a lot more than I was supposed to.
Wait, you cut your own hair? No,
No,
don't
we
you
went
go
to the salon.
Oh, yeah,
We
that
went
guy,
to the
ne?
salon, yeah.
What
So
was
I
that?
told the guy, cut like maybe a little bit, like just basically, just a little bit where the damage is.
Yeah.
And he cut like, he cut so much hair that like there was only like this amount of hair.
Oh, so he didn't ask you every layer he went. He's like, don't you?
No, it wasn't even a layer thing. He just took it and was like,
Really? That's very interesting. Because for me, when I cut my hair in September of 2018, what?
but you make them cut with the scissor.
We started with the scissor.
Yeah, because you were scared of the razor. So you made them cut with the scissor.
Yes, but like I think he eventually went with the razor.
Yeah, but that was just more where he's like, you know, doing the final touches.
Yes.
But most of it was cut with the scissor.
So why didn't you do that?
I'm not scared of the scissor. I'm expecting this to do the right thing.
Yeah,
But I didn't mind the short hair, to be honest. It was
Yeah.
nice. It's easy to take care of. I barely had to actually do anything.
Yeah, true.
Loki's done. This kind of thinking of going bald, but at the same time, like, nah. I want to
Dude, and then you're gonna dye. Are you gonna bleach your hair and then
Yeah,
dye
I
it?
do that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I swear everyone does that. Yeah.
But I want to see what I look like with long hair 1st. I
Yeah,
think maybe
yeah,
when I'm
same.
like 40.
Same. Yeah, I'm also thinking the same thing. Like 1 year, because when I'm old, maybe like in my 50s or 60s or something. Oh, I'm just gonna shave off all my natural hair. And I'm gonna go bald and I'm gonna dye it a funny color. And no one can say nothing because I'm an old grandma. So.
Yeah. And respect your elders. You know?
And respect you. Exactly.
Respect your elders.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I cut it then. My hair was growing much faster than I thought it would, which was really surprising. But like I started doing like twists on my own hair in like I think September of 2019, which was interesting. I also remember I tried to do braids that year, but my hair was still really short. So like not too long after, because I did like a bob style, but not too long afterwards, my like the braids started falling out because there wasn't much to grip on.
Wait, what?
Yes, remember when I did that bob thing and we went to the spring ball? I still have pictures.
You're gonna have to show me these
Remember?
pictures.
Yes, yeah. So I did like this like kind of thick braids, bob braids, and since like there wasn't much hair to grip on, they were falling off, a few of them. Like, but it wasn't like immediate thing. Luckily, it was like maybe I think 3 weeks in when I was kind of already over it.
Yeah.
I don't like you being taller than me, but anyway.
There's nothing we can do.
Because in real life, that's not the truth. But anyway, it is.
Let's just portray this illusion, okay? Thank you. Please and thank you. Keep going.
Anyways, yeah. So that was the natural hair journey, and my hair like it seems like it grows fast, but I tend to want to put it in twists or braids. But like in 2020, I wasn't living in the Western Cape and I moved, so I had to. The school I was attending in 2020, they didn't exactly allow a lot of hairstyles. They only really allowed braids, like these type of braids, but they can't be really long. They could only be a certain length. I think only being like here.
Which I also find quite strange, because remember when we were talking about this, I was like, isn't that a black school? Like, is around like...
Go back.
Yeah, we're back. Because my phone just... You know, when you have storage issues, and you already had a video in that was like 20 minutes long, and the phone just cuts in the middle of recording. I hate that so much. This is why I hate using my phone to record, but I also hate using my camera to record, because it does the exact same thing. But anyways, struggles of being a YouTuber. Okay, we can keep going.
Yeah, so they didn't really allow a lot of hairstyles. So even my afro was not allowed, and I found that out afterwards. They only really allowed box braids. They allowed cornrows, and then it's just short hair. You either just have to have cut hair, and your hair can't grow. You basically
And relaxed hair as well, no?
Yeah, but you'd have to tie it
to
the back. So, but yeah, that was around about it. They didn't allow anything, because I remember when I came to school a few times where I had my afro, they said that's not allowed. You're not allowed to have your, which is crazy, because at least like 98%, 99% of the population at that school was black people. Very, very interesting.
And it's interesting because I was thinking about it. I was like, at Redham we could go with our afros.
Exactly.
All white, mainly white school. There was like what 99.1% of the people there were black. I mean, not black, white. Sorry,
that's what I was saying.
White.
That's what I was saying. So that was quite confusing, because there were only like I think 4 non-black people in my entire grade when I was there.
Oh really?
And that's who we are. So I was like, okay. So because I remember what happened was first day I came apparently with the wrong cornrows, because they just want full on cornrows, like no like
like straight back.
Yeah, they want straight back. They don't want to
put
it's
a
like
picture
a
here of what
whatever.
straight back is in case you don't know.
So I came, they're like, yeah, I know you have to change, and I'm like, okay, fine. So then I had to go back to the salon and I had to redo it, but the right way. And then the thing is, my hair is thick, so I had to redo these cornrows at least 1.5 weeks, every 1.5 weeks, kind of every 2 weeks. Yeah, which is problematic, because by the end of the year, it came to a point where here in the front, my hair was just breaking. It's growing back now, but my hair was just breaking, and it was quite problematic, because now it's like when I want to do my hair, then there's a lack of hair in the front. Like I just did these braids, I finished them on Wednesday, 2 days ago. Yeah. And when I finish them, like when I was doing the front, it's also hard, because it's like there'll be the hair that's growing back that's really short, and then this like, because it's right here in the front, and then the further you go back, then it's longer, and it's quite problematic, which I don't like, because I think that those rules and those, like, it just doesn't make sense. Those hair rules just don't make sense to me. But I started doing my own hair, my own braids last year, because
And she does my hair too.
yeah,
She braids my hair. It's really nice.
I'm kind of the hairstylist in this house.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Like the braids that you saw in like Feb, that was a what are all the braids that you'll see me having in the future? It's probably gonna be her. So yeah, she's my hairstylist.
Yeah.
When it comes to braids, anyway, these I did on my own.
You learned how to do it on your own then?
No, Ria taught me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember? Didn't Ria teach you as well?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because Ria taught me. It was back when my hair was still like here or something. And then Ria was like twisting my hair and stuff. And I was like, this is so much work. I'm so lazy.
But yeah, so since I'm tired, like I understand, I love my hair. When I have my afro, love it to death. I used to, especially in 2019, I used to do twists all the time. It's ridiculous. But I'm a bit on the lazier side now, because I have K-dramas to watch.
But you can watch. Oh no, actually, the back part you can do when you're watching K-dramas and stuff.
I could, but also,
I mean, you can actually do the whole thing. Of
I also
watching
just want to
K-dramas.
lay in bed while watching.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
don't
I
wanna-
get you.
You know,
I
yeah.
get you.
So as of recently, it's more so I just keep my hair in twists most of the time when I have my afro, and then yeah, while I'm doing braids. Like I had braids in June. I took them out at the end of June, and then now
I threw
it's
them so good.
August, and I have braids again, because I was like, I'm not about it. And I think another thing is also YouTube and TikTok are very problematic, because every time I have my natural hair, they want to show me braids videos, and I'm like,
Always do this.
I want those braids. And then when I have braids and they're showing me videos of people in their natural hair, and I'm like, I just did braids. Stop, come on now, don't do this to me. But yeah, that's kind of it. But I don't think there's much else to say really on my natural. Other than sometimes it does break a lot.
What do you mean?
When I do, but I'm also rough on my hair.
You are rough, Wena, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's because I don't have time to be gentle. Because I'm just
Because I always see people, my hair keeps falling out. Like, I don't understand why my hair is so thin, and then they're taking down their braids, and I'm like, okay, Kanti, what do you expect? What do you expect? Why are you crying that your hair is thin when whenever you take down your braids, you drug those braids out of your kop? You're not gentle at all.
No, I don't drug them. It's just when I'm doing twists, I kind of just like pull them to be puffy, basically, so that they're not like. I don't want to do it to your hair.
What do you mean?
I say I undo the twist, ne?
Okay.
And you know how people, they usually just separate it like this.
Okay.
Now I'm just like, I use my hands and and I use it as a comb basically. I'm just like, yeah, you'll be fine.
And not from the tips to the thingy, to the root.
No, I undo my twist from the root to the tip.
Oh, because normally I just do this. I just twist it like that and then I undo.
Yeah. So I also do it like that and then I just.
Yeah, and then you keep separating.
Yeah, and then
You keep separating the two. So the two that you've created, you separate into 4s and 6s and 8s. So that your hair comes out, bruh. Do you understand what I mean? Ugh, let me show you.
No, let me show you how I do it actually.
Okay.
So I take it. This is a twist, ne? So I take it. It's like this,
That's also what I do.
ne? And then I just leave it and I just go like,
Yeah, that's also what I do.
boom. And
Yeah,
then I
okay,
take
I
my
don't
hands-
leave it like that.
And then I take my hands and I maybe go like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's around about what I do.
See the way this thing likes to run.
Hey, dude.
Wait, did you just combine?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
What's it supposed?
No, you can keep going. So what has your relationship with your hair been like ever since? From like when you were young till now? Why are you looking at me like that, bruh?
No, when I was younger, it was hectic, guys. No, I don't understand how I was allowed to leave the house with the way I looked sometimes. low key beef.
It's
with
the
everyone.
wig though, because I'm sure when you left the house it didn't look
guys,
like that.
No, because the thing is, Tina, we used to relax our hair every other week.
Oh god.
At least with me.
I
remember.
see.
No, I remember.
It's because your hair was much more it
Thick.
didn't
It rejected
respond
the
to the relaxer.
It
Because mine
rejected.
was like once every couple, wasn't it once a month or once every couple of months or something for me?
Oh, maybe for you. Now I remember I was doing that almost like every 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes, I remember that.
Because whenever I watch people's videos of their natural hair journey and they say that, I'm always like, every 2 weeks, guys, that's too much.
Yeah, because the thing with me is I used to go relax my hair and it wouldn't even be like 5 hours and it's like already poofy again. I'm like,
The relaxer just rejected
the
her.
relaxer was like, no. The relaxer was like, we're not doing this. This is not for you. Stop. But I didn't stop. But like, yeah, my hair, it looked awful. It looked horrendous. It was giving very much monster.
If I can find some pictures, I'll show you
No.
guys. No, because I'll embarrass myself as well. It's not just gonna be you.
That's your story.
No, baby. We're both
That's your story.
We're embarrassing ourselves. We're embarrassing ourselves here. Okay? Yeah, dude, mine same. When I look at my pictures back, I'm like, why was I smiling so confidently? Can someone help me? Why was I posing, acting as if I was a model and I looked
No,
gorgeous
Ori.
with that hair?
But what I always think like that sometimes, and then I'm like, but I was happy at that time, so I'm gonna leave myself alone.
No, because I'm not happy with what I see. I'm like, what was that? I'm like, but why?
Leave child you alone.
Why did I think that was fine? Why did I think I looked cute? Why did I think that I was till this day I'm like, this is embarrassing.
So yeah, it was not okay. It was giving Loch Monster, but yeah, I prefer also the pic. You mentioned the puff earlier. That puff was not giving. It really
But I
wasn't.
think it's because of how like you did it, man.
Yeah,
Don't
it
you
was
think
too
so?
far. It was too far back.
It
was
Don't
too-
you mean too far forward?
No, it was too far back.
What do you mean?
It was too far back. It was like here, kind of here, and like my hair wasn't long enough for that puff.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was not long.
And I
enough
think
for
it's
that
also
puff.
because like I don't know if you did use shoelaces and stuff, did you?
No, I used like this cloth.
Yeah,
thing for-
the traditional cloth tabs. Yes,
No, it's not
there is an where it's like African type situation.
You're talking about the blue one.
Yes, the blue, the yellow, and the.
I got that from summer camp.
Really?
Yes.
From summer camp. Okay.
Yeah. So the one I'm talking about, it's like it's in orange. It's used for like knitting and crocheting, but it's like a cloth thing. It's not yarn. So that's, but no, it was awful when I was younger. But then I started taking care of my hair. I'm like, let me do the fro thing. Especially after Black Panther. Black Panther had a large influence in that. That's why I love that movie with my heart.
Wait, when did Black Panther come out?
2018. Yeah, I think it was 2018. Because I remember that's when people started, like, at school, they'd come up to me and be like, Wakanda forever,
Yes, we used to do that at school as well.
Yeah, so
oh my gosh,
yeah.
At the most random times, I swear.
No, because even in my end of year, like, that wall thing we did where you write a goodbye note, even there some people wrote Wakanda forever.
Oh my gosh, because I know for at school, especially, it was always the colored dudes.
Yeah,
it was the colored dudes.
Yeah.
They out of nowhere, bro. We're not friends, like we're in the same class, and they'll just come up to you and be like, Wakanda forever, and I'm just like, yeah. Because I'm like, we don't talk, why are you doing this? Yeah, it was always the colored. By the way, for those of you who are not in South Africa, colored is not an offensive term here, because apparently other countries it is. So yeah, colored is like its own ethnicity / race type situation.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing. So
yeah, so that was that. But at least now, I don't know, because I think in December time, because I'm remember about the heat wave in the UK.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, remember, like, I think it was last week and 2 weeks ago. So there was a heat wave in the UK. So I'm worried now our December's gonna be hot. So I'm thinking maybe December I'm just gonna do straight back. I don't know what I'm gonna go straight back, damage my hair. I'm traumatized.
I don't know if you should be doing straight back things.
So I'm gonna see, but like I don't know, because I think braids would be nice, but I'll just have it in a band the entire time, because I'm not about to be sweating just to look good. I'm sorry, that life is not for me. Other people maybe, not me, but I just choose not to sweat, because that will be too much. This past summer,
choose not to sweat,
not to like inflict that upon myself. You see, now I must be sweating even though I know I can just tie up my own hair. You see, I don't want to do that. So it's like that.
And yours? And mine, mine actually journey. For me, like it's really like similar to you, bruh. Like when we were young, like obviously our mom like relaxed our hair and stuff. I think like sometimes mommy would relax our hair, and then other times would go to the salon and they'd relax our hair, right?
I think so.
Your memory is supposed to be better than mine. Your memory is supposed to be better than mine. Remember, I told you I have memory problems, so I rely on you. You can't be telling me I think so. You must know. Yeah, I don't know when my mom started relaxing our hair and stuff, but my mom would relax our hair from time to time, but would also use put in braids and stuff like that. So we loved braids. Braids were amazing. Like we were out here like with the braids. Like we love braids. Okay, so yeah, and then I don't think I've ever, when I was young and stuff, actually seen my hair like the way it is now. Like never. So I actually started so from when I was young, it was just relaxing our hair and putting in braids and stuff. But obviously, as you know, you can't put in braids after you've relaxed. You have to wait a couple of weeks first, because I remember they'd always say that, like, no, we can't put braids now because you just relaxed your hair, so we need to wait a couple of weeks and then we can braid your hair afterwards. So that was kind of like the process really for the most part. And then whenever I did have my hair out, my hair didn't actually like coil. It was just like a frizzy situation, but it didn't coil. There was no kinky, coily. There was no curls. There was no cute tight curls. It was just I don't know. It was a straight frizzy mess. That's what it was, right? For most of us, that is what it was, right? She's just like, yeah, that's what it was, love. Yeah, I'm just gonna nod and smile.
We don't talk about those days.
We don't talk about those days. Yeah, it was. Yeah, this is all over in the pictures, guys. But anyways, and I was so confident with that relaxed hair. Again, when I look back, I'm like, no. Don't say she was happy then. Please don't say I was happy then. Please. But so what if I was happy then?
But you were.
I was happy with nonsense. That's what was happening. So so that's what it was. And then I actually in what you call this, in was it 2018? Yeah, it was in 2018. Obviously I was in grade 8 now in 2018. And one of my friends, she cut my hair, right? So it was like, I think it was like straight or blow dried or whatever. You're remembering now.
Yeah.
She cut my hair. You know who you are. Girl, I love you, but hey, my hair. So she cut my hair, and it was straight and it was like even and everything. But then when like my hair got wet and all that kind of stuff, it was in this weird frizzy mess situation. It looked so uneven. Like I couldn't do certain hairstyles anymore because of that. And then I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to cut my hair. I'm just gonna have to cut my hair. So then I went to the salon, and there's this guy who, you know, normally does guys' hairs and stuff. I told him he shouldn't use a razor, he should use scissors. So he used scissors up until a certain point, and he was like, and he kept going. He's like, okay, do you want me to keep going? I'm like, yeah, keep going. He's like, okay, I think it would look nice if we kept going. I was like, fine. I didn't realize in my brain how short my hair was until I looked in that mirror again, because I don't know if I was focusing on what was going on. And I realized, my hair's so short, and I hated it so much.
Did you cry?
I don't know if I cried. I
feel like I remember you kind of crying or being on the verge of tears.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I just hated it. I remember hating it so much. And the next day was school. So I think it probably happened on a Sunday or something. The next day was school. And then I went to school and people were like complimenting me like nobody's business. And I was like, you guys are all lying. I hated, like, you don't understand. I hated my hair. I was like, ew, it's disgusting. I have short hair. I hated it so much. And for a long time, I hated the way my hair was. But honestly, when I look back, I'm like, you were weird, Wena. You were weird because you looked cute. I don't know why you were crying.
Oh, but you're weird for being confident for liking you messed up hair. But you're weird for being confident for liking you.
No, because the thing is, that was my natural cute hair, okay, Miss Ma'am? My short natural hair versus that straight, damaged, relaxed hair. Don't talk to me about that, please. Don't talk to me about. And then I started learning. I actually went natural, not knowing that there was even like a natural hair movement and stuff. She's the one who started telling me about like natural hair, YouTubers and all that kind of stuff. And she was the one I'd go to for all this information because I was like, oh, okay, there's this and this. And then before I knew it, I started watching these people as well on my own. I think it was 2019, 2020, ne? Yeah, 2019.
Now you're the only one that watches them.
From time to time, not frequently. Yeah, so then I used to watch them quite frequently, like literally almost every week. I'd watch a couple of videos intertwined with all the other videos that I watch. And then then I started really like appreciating my hair and loving my hair and loving the growth. I even used to do length checks. I don't do that anymore, I'm too lazy for that, but I even used to do that. All the kind of stuff. I was really getting like invested. It was really, really nice, honestly. Now I love my hair so much. She's gorgeous, she's beautiful. And I thank you, by the way, for introducing me to like the natural hair movement.
I still haven't forgotten the harassment I got in 2019 for using rice water.
But we ended up using rice water as well. So, did we mock you in 2019 for using rice water?
Yes, the entire house complained. All of you guys,
It smelled horrible.
You were coming for me. Like, I
see what I mean when I'm saying she was in the natural hair community before me.
Because guys, you were really coming for me. I remember everyone everyone in this house was complaining. They're like, yo, guys, we pass your room, all we smell is that rice water. I'm like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because really, they really harassed me. They're like, stop it. Like, literally, they all rallied against me and said I have to stop using it because it smells.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
All of you guys were like, even mommy and daddy, they're like, my daddy doesn't even get involved in these things.
Yeah,
but he's
makes sense. He doesn't.
But he's like, my child. Everyone is complaining.
It didn't really become a youth thing.
Everyone is complaining.
Wow, that's crazy. Because Ria and I in 2020 we used like rice water from time to time and stuff like that. So instead of using like normal water when we would spray our hair and stuff, we just use rice water. Like it became that. But honestly, I think rice water is supposed to just leave it in your hair for like 30 minutes or something and wash it out. It's supposed to be that. That's not what we did. But I think we did also do that sometimes. But most times I was just like, nah, wait on with my life. And I was fine. So I don't know, I guess. But maybe the smartest thing to do is just leave it for a certain period of time and then bounce. So Yeah, as you can see, you know, she started in the natural hair community, then I followed afterwards. And then after she stopped watching stuff and stuff, I still kept going. I still kept watching more natural hair YouTubers and stuff. I even found like cosmetologists and all this kind of stuff, and I started learning about like the chemistry behind hair. Obviously, unfortunately, I've forgotten a lot of that information, but I did learn a lot during those times, how to take care of my hair and stuff. And that's how I started finding out that I'm a quote unquote lazy natural. It's because I'm not doing the most of my hair. I'm not actually adding, you know, I'm not pre-pooing my hair and then shampooing and then conditioning, then deep conditioning. No, actually no. Pre-poo, shampoo, conditioner, clay mask, this mask, this situation, then deep condition, then I must add a leave-in conditioner when I'm done. No, we didn't do that. We had no money for that, and we just were not. I was not about to do that. Sorry, guys. But I do remember the first time I ever actually like deeply washed my hair and stuff like that. I was in the shower for 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't know any half of the words you just said. Like, you're the one that like taught us about like hair porosity and all that. I still don't know. I forgot what mine is.
I think yours is low as well. Yeah.
But now I wash my hair and I condition my hair. Simple.
Yeah, see, we
If
didn't.
my hair is dry, I'll just use oil. By the way, guys, check out Native Hair Child.
Yeah, Native Hair Child. Woo.
Like, you know, South African.
South African.
brands.
If you're South
Check
African,
them out.
are they South African brand or
Yeah.
they African in general?
They're South African.
Okay, yeah. Their products are on the higher end of things for at least for our budget. But like, it's really good. It smells so good, and they have some really nice product ingredients there. Like they have so many, like most of them you can actually read, and you're like, okay, citrus. Okay, we know that's got to do with like lemon and oranges. Okay, and this and that. Okay, I can understand this. And like a majority of products we see, where ons verstaan zero. They're just using all of these like chemistry words, and I'm just like, not these long chains of this, that, and the third. No, thank you. So, yeah, guys, for the most part, both of us had gone through our own type of natural hair journeys, and they've been quite interesting. I'm still on it. She's slowly leaving the natural hair community because she's gonna get locks. Am I right?
I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know about that?
I don't know about that.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I thought you wanted locks when.
because, okay, I did now because they look good. It's not even nice. They look good now. But remember I was doing mommy's hair last week, and like some of it had like locked a little bit, and like that entire process of like trying to basically undo the knots. It was a mission, and it was.
But it won't be you who will be undoing your thing. You can have someone else do it for you.
I get that, nah. But I'm a bit cheap, you know. I'm a bit cheap, so I don't like exactly going to these salons to do these things because salons are expensive. Rightfully so, because you know they're working, they need to pay, they have bills to pay, they have things to do. So I understand, but I'm like, if I can do it myself, I will do it myself. You see, so that's the thing. So
you're not sure about the locks thing anymore?
Yeah, because the thing is, I was planning on getting locks just to take them out, because I knew I was gonna take them out. I wasn't gonna keep them. I was probably gonna keep them for like 2 years. And I was like, you know.
So you think you might just get like faux locks or something like that?
Yeah, probably faux locks, you know, because I've seen a lot of people do faux locks and like keep it in like for a long time. But also I've seen people do braids and keep them in for a long time. I actually just watched this girl on YouTube where she just wears a bunch of wigs. As far as she said in the video, that was literally the first video I've ever seen of her. But she's basically taking out her cornrows, and I think she had a cornrows for like 6 months. Bro, that hair was titty.
6 months.
That hair was titty.
I know there's people who've had like twists and the cornrows and stuff like that for like 4 months. It's 6 going but too far, y'all.
Yeah, no, she did say it was long overdue, but she's a student and she just has too much to do. So I'm like,
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
That makes sense.
So yeah, but yeah, these things. Also, I highly recommend not to be like one of those people that do braids and these protective hairstyles every single week. Like I do know, I've seen online where there's people that change their protective style every single week. I'm like, that's damaging your hair, babe, because the entire point of this is that it's to protect your hair for a long time.
That's why it's called a protective style.
So when you're just putting them in, taking them out, putting them in, taking them out, it's not protecting anything really, because you're just going to be breaking hair every time you put them in, take them out. Because parting, but when you're parting your hair, you kind of need to drug sometimes.
Manipulation.
Exactly. So I'm like, it's really not helping you, especially in the long run.
Yeah, so this is the protective style. This is like low manipulation. If it was a protective style, I'd have to tie this up and then also like put my hair in like a bun type situation, because one thing that also makes something protective is like if the ends are protected specifically, because it's the oldest part of your hair and it's also the most fragile part of your hair. So yeah, it's just a lot. So we learned a lot through natural hair, you know, like the natural hair YouTubers and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure you graduated natural hair university. I graduated natural hair
I
university.
think you're a PhD.
Nah, I don't know about PhD because again I don't remember majority of this
I don't
information.
know.
So it's like
Just now when you're busy talking about deep conditioning and like
pre-poo.
I know there's even, I know one time we were speaking, you mentioned the lock method. I'm like, just wash your hair and condition it. I'm like, why do we have to complicate things?
Yeah.
But
But they normally say for people with like low porosity and stuff,
you see, now you even mentioning
it's like
porosity.
LC or LO, you know.
You see, even mentioning porosity. I don't pay attention. I wash my hair, I condition my hair, and I move.
But the thing is, the porosity of your hair will determine, like, in terms of how long you're going to be washing your hair for.
Yes, I get that, man. No, but the thing is, because I just do what the salons do.
Okay.
I do what the salons do for everyone. What the salons do for everyone. The salons you go there, they don't test out porosity. But anyways,
no, they don't do that because for the most part, they kind of do a similar thing for everybody.
yeah. So what they do, the salons is they first get your hair wet. They shampoo your hair, rinse.
Yeah.
Shampoo again, rinse, and maybe they go in a third time or they just stop.
Don't they shampoo your hair 3 or 4 times?
I don't know, but I usually do 3 times where I shampoo my hair, rinse, and then I'm like, I put conditioner, rinse it out. I'm done.
And this one's also like a queen of oils.
So,
This one and oils. Hey, yeah, you just see.
because how sure am I using it now? That's the thing.
Huh?
Because how sure am I using it now?
Bro, I really don't be that deep. The way I used to do it is literally, if I wanted to actually be thorough, when I'm twisting my hair, then I'd add the oil. And then maybe just a little bit like this. Otherwise, for the most part, I'm not going that deep. I don't know how you actually even ended up doing that. How did you do that to the point where there's oil running down your neck and your head?
I just make sure I put enough that's in, like, I don't want to miss a pot in my hair. So maybe, let's say in my hands, let's say this is my hair and I'm putting oil. I make sure to put oil on, like when I'm pressing the oil out, I'm putting it down the entire thing, not where it's like I'm just putting it in a section and I'm rubbing it in and then putting it here, then rubbing. I know that some people do like that, but no, I make sure cover every single area.
Okay, no wonder it takes you long because I don't do that. So yeah, so that's interesting. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week. If you don't, please take it to the Lord. Know that know that I love you and know that Jesus loves you 50 billion times more than I do. And I'll see you in another one. Bye, guys. Why did you look at me like that?
I didn't.